Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Somnus Domina, Luxus's Guide to Kitsadria. If you haven't seen part 1 of my review, featuring this species of tricksters and shapeshifters, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time, we are going to take a look at the Kitsadria traits and the races of this Kitsadria species. When it comes to general traits, all Kitsadria are quite dexterous, but you can work with your dungeon master to have a different ability score increase. Concerning alignment, Kitsadria are generally chaotic, neutral, and good, and they are rarely lawful or evil. Kitsadria have dark vision, they have impersonation, that is, they can cast disguise self at will, requiring no spell slots or components. They are also shapeshifters, of course. Kitsadria can shapeshift into the form of a small fox or back into their true form as a bonus action. In this form, you are not as strong or as sturdy, but your dexterity is quite good. You have an advantage in any task related to dexterity. Concerning your size, as a Kitsadria, you can be either small or medium, but no matter your size or appearance, you always have a certain graceful quality to yourself. Generally speaking, you look like an elf. Now concerning your speed, it's normal, it's 30 feet. Now let's talk about the different races of the Kitsadria species. You have Angel Scratch. Born from an ancestry that ties back to both Kitsadrian and celestial origins, these soft-featured Kitsadria have divine influence in their veins. You have features such as increased charisma. You have celestial heritage, that is, in addition to a humanoid Kitsadria, your creature type is also considered a celestial, and you are resistant to radiant damage. You also have the Eco Tail form. Once per long rest, you may use your bonus action to assume a celestial form for 1 minute. During this time, your fur takes on a radiant glow, and you gain some benefits. For example, your fur produces light, as though by the light spell. Your tail splits into a number of tails equal to your proficiency bonus plus 3. When you make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, you can choose to expand one of your tails to release divine energy from it, allowing you to roll a d20 and use it in place of the result. And these are just some of the benefits. Next, we have the Caped Race. Acclimated to hot sub-Saharan environments, these Kitsadria commonly have shorter, wider ears, salt and pepper fur colorations, and are descended from Kitsadria who evolved to survive in strike lands. When it comes to your ability score, you are quite charismatic. You have the Escape Expert trait. When you move out of another creature's attack range and provoke an opportunity attack, you can use your reaction to take the disengage action. You also have Unflinching Hill. When crossing difficult terrain that does not involve any movement speed except walking, climbing, or burrowing, you ignore any penalty to movement it might cause. Furthermore, when in your fox form, you have a burrow speed equal to half your base movement speed, rounding down. In the case of deep wood, these Kitsadria are used to living in forests and jungles. Their most common hair colorations are red, orange, and black or gray. This Kitsadria might be considered the most common. When it comes to your ability score increase, you have high constitution. You also have the Pursuit trait. When a creature provokes an opportunity attack from you, you may use your reaction to chase them down a distance up to your movement speed. You have Wildlife. You have proficiency in wisdom perception checks. Next, we have the Devil Scratch, a fiendish plain-touched Kitsadria who is similar in nature to Tieflings and Fairy, in that they have devils somewhere in their ancestry or suffer from some kind of fiendish curse. Their ability score is quite high when it comes to charisma. They have the Flaming Fur trait, that is, you can cast Hellish Rebuke a number of times per long rest equal to your proficiency bonus, using charisma as your spellcasting ability, requiring no spell slots or material components. You also have Hell Fox. Your fox form is more sinister, featuring pronounced fangs, a tail that has fur flowing in a manner resembling flames, and sections of your paws and back are covered in thick leathery charcoal-like skin rather than fur. You have several advantages while using this. You can wield any one-handed melee weapon in your mouth that you are capable of wielding even if it doesn't have the light property. Your movement speed is increased, and you can perform the verbal components of spells in Kitsish, and these are just some of the features. Next we have the Dust Moon. Dust Moon Kitsadria are used to living in plains and fields, and are expert night hunters. Their eyes have adapted to the night, granting them a distinctly cat-like pupil that looks highly predatory compared to other Kitsadria, and their genes almost always leave them with yellow or golden eyes. When it comes to your traits, you are quite wise. You have the rundown trait. Once on your turn, you can choose to sprint suddenly as a burst of adrenaline spurs you forward. You also have really good superior dark vision, and you are a shadow dweller. If you are in dim light or darkness, you can take the hide action as a bonus action, and do not require cover to hide as long as you are in darkness. Next we have the half-breed. Kitsadria who breed with other humanoid species may produce a half-breed, just as a half-orc or half-elf might. Half-breed Kitsadria lose some of their core abilities, but make up for it through the qualities of the bloodline they inherit. When it comes to ability score increase, one ability score of your choice increases by 1. You have the bloodline trait. You gain 1 racial trait from either of the species you were directly sired from. You have the half-breed adjustment. You lose the Kitsadrian shapeshifting feature from your species, but you may take 1 feat of your choice that you meet the requirements for. You also have versatility. You gain proficiency in a number of skills of your choice. Next we have the Megiscratch. Blessed with magical prowess, the Megiscratch Kitsadria are descended from those among the first to skulk, who possessed greater magical powers. Concerning your ability score increase, you are usually very intelligent, or wise, or charismatic. You have Natural Arcana. Choose 1 class that is capable of spellcasting, then choose 1 first level and 1 second level spell that class is capable of casting. Your magical powers increase as you level up. Then you have Warding Kitscratch. When you are targeted by a spell or magical effect that targets only you, you may roll the saving throw with advantage, or impose disadvantage on a spell attack targeting you. Then we have the Red Paw. Wanderers who descended from Kitsadria who roamed as nomads. They were used to many environments and are able to adapt as needed. When it comes to their ability score, they are quite strong. They have the Hearty Restitution trait. When you are reduced to 0 hit points, you automatically succeed 1 death saving throw, and if you succeed 3 death saving throws, you immediately regain a number of hit points. You also have the Sharpened Nails trait. Your nails count as a melee weapon with the light and finesse properties. Then we have the Snowfield. Snowy climates are often home to packs of Kitsadria who wander the snowy tundras and fields searching for food and fun, donning snow-white fur that functions as camouflage. When it comes to your ability score increase, you have great constitution. You have the blindness resistance trait. You have advantage on saving throws made to resist being blinded. And you have the snow step trait. You do not suffer penalties from difficult terrain caused by snow or ice, and can move across those surfaces normally. And these are just some of the traits of the different races of Kitsadria. Let's talk about characteristics. You have different tables to determine personality traits, such as you make a game out of hiding that you are a Kitsadria, purely for the fun of it. There is an ideals table. The world is filled with too many points of view to consider any single one correct. You also have flaws such as you are very picky about the food that you eat, and you are just as vocal about it. There is a quirks table. Perhaps your ears are highly emotive, often giving away your disposition. And there is a bonds table. Perhaps you were born to a relatively large community of Kitsadria and know a great many of your kind. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to start taking a look at the character options, such as subclasses, spells, and such. You can see how all of these different tables and sections of the book allow you to further flesh out your Kitsadria character, giving you some color to background, to personal history, but also many mechanical advantages. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.